Good morning, guys. So this is a little podcast episode about, the upcoming week and the shifts in energy. We are right now, I'm recording this on the day of the new moon in Taurus, so on Friday the 19th. And I've looked at the week ahead, and yes, we are going to take this energy, this current energy of fixity and tension and something's got to give, but nothing wants to. We're going to take this with us into the next week. But we also are going to see a window opening. It's not necessarily a door, but it's a big window. And that window is called the Sun in Gemini. The Sun is moving into Gemini on May 21st, which is this coming Sunday. And during this time, we are still in the middle of this fixed grand cross between the North Node and Jupiter in Taurus, Pluto in Aquarius, the South Node in Scorpio, and yes, Mars in Leo. And that's a really interesting one. And I spoke about that in my second podcast episode about the fixed grand cross. There's a part 1 and a part 2. And part 2 was all about Mars's influence in this and how the ego is involved. Well, the thing is that yes, we are going to struggle on an ego level mainly, to get what we want, to understand what we really need, and then taking it forward, understanding that long-term goals are always going to trump short-term goals, and how the Sun in Gemini can help us see the opportunities, see the possibility in this tenuous gathering of planets. So the Sun is trining Mars in Leo, while Mars in Leo is opposing Pluto and squaring the nodes and Jupiter. But the Sun is saying, listen, yes, I know it's hard right now. I know it's hard, and you just, you don't know what is going on, and you may just want to go to bed, or you just want to lash out, or you just want to, do something that is on either end of the spectrum, but not balanced or in the middle. But the Sun is saying, look. This is possible. This is possible. Look at this. I know you just want this, but look at this, and look at this, and look at this. And then look at this. How do you feel about this? And with this sextile, Mars has the opportunity to say, okay, well, I may go for this. This may get me where I want to go as well. Maybe my way or the highway is not the thing. Maybe, there is this maybe. That's really what my favorite Gemini word, maybe. That is the Gemini word. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe. So Mars is saying, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that. I'm still really angry though. That's Mars speaking. I'm still really angry. I have all this resentment that I brought with me from my time in Cancer, where I couldn't really do anything. I was just, I felt like I was not in prison, but I was contained, and I don't like this kind of containment. I need to be out, and I need to be able to run and do the thing and go after what I want and what I desire. So I have all this tension in me, and then now I have to look at Pluto over there. He's right across from me. He's opposing me. He's telling me this, and it just makes me so angry. And the Sun says, yes, I understand. And let me talk with both of you, because the Sun is also making a trine to Pluto. So the Sun is in a really beautiful flowy dance with these two. And the sun is saying, well, listen, guys, I know you both have your stance and you're firmly standing in it, but I have a suggestion here. Like, look at this. Both of you. We can take this forward into the future. If you're just a little more agile, if you're just a little more flexible, right? Flexible, Gemini, flexible. Whereas like Leo is not that flexible. Leo just wants what he wants. And Aquarius says, no, this is right for the collective and nothing else. And the sun says, look, guys, just be a bit more chill. Be a bit more chill. You'll have more opportunity if you're more chill. You can see more because you're not blocked. You don't have like those, what are these called? Like those blindfolds? Blindfolds. You don't have the blindfolds on. So the sun is really helping us to move out of this tenuous grand cross with a little more, also with a little more fun, because it's Gemini. It's like we want to socialize, we want to have a good time, we want to hang out with people, we're going to get to know more, we want to get to know more people. Things that we haven't done in the past few weeks because we were just, there was so much frustration and inflexibility because there's just this one thing and we wanted it the certain way and it was just not working. And we just couldn't understand why it was just not working. Well, now the sense that it is working, you might just have to tweak this. Let's tweak it a little bit. What needs to be tweaked in your life so it is working a little better, a little more smoothly? We still, I know it's like separating now, but we still have Saturn in a sextile with Mercury. Mercury is starting to pick up speed. So Mercury, the mind, has been in this long conversation with Saturn, the builder, Saturn, the strong foundation, Saturn, the structures. And they were talking about the future and how they both imagine the future to be like. Saturn is in dreamy Pisces and Mercury is in strong and mostly stable Taurus, saying, well, how about we go this way? And Saturn is like, yeah, I support that. So Mercury is now understanding and with the support of Saturn moving forward, right? He's been in retrograde for a long time. Well, a long time meaning the last 4 weeks, really, by now. And he's ready. He's ready to build a new future with new ideas, taking those ideas forward. And Uranus just moved into 19 degrees of Taurus. So it's a new degree for Uranus. Uranus hasn't been there yet. And by yet, I mean during this transit in Taurus. It's been in 18 degrees, right? Then it retrograded, and now it came back, left its shadow, and now it's moving into 19 degrees. And I would think we can expect more unexpected, more things we haven't seen yet, because we've seen most of what has happened in the past few months before. It was kind of like it all had the same ring, the same tone. But now Uranus is shifting the tone slightly, right? It's like, okay, let's take it to the next level. So now you understand this, let's take it to the next level. This needs to move forward. This needs to change. This needs to change so we can live more liberated, more free. Decentralization comes to mind with Uranus and Taurus. And funny enough, everything is moving towards centralization, right? Like bank centralization, everything is supposed to be more centralized. But with Pluto also in Aquarius, we don't really want that. Pluto in Aquarius is the power to the people. But before we get there, it will take us a while because Pluto is still going to retrograde. It is in the middle of its retrograde, and it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn, where we get back to the old and live a little more of the old. We've got to re-experience what has been. But Uranus now being in 19 degrees, moving forward, is saying, no, we are now, even though we are going back to what we've already experienced in Capricorn, it's going to feel very different because our consciousness is on a different level now. Consciously, we are not where we were a year ago or 2 years ago. We understand more now. So let's see, what else do I want to talk about? I'm just looking at this chart for next week. Well, we also have Neptune moving into a new degree point, and that is a very juicy one because Neptune is now conjunct the galactic center. The galactic center is at 27 degrees, not conjunct, square, apologize. It's square the galactic center, of course. The galactic center is in 27 degrees of Sagittarius, and Neptune is now in 27 degrees of Pisces. So that square is again a tension point where our hopes and dreams and our wishes and the idealization of life is in question. It is in question, but at the same time, it is also opening up opportunities because the galactic center is an infinity point. It's a point of potential. So we have that idealization, that unconditional love of Neptune squaring the potential, asking us to take off the rose-colored glasses so we see more clearly. Because Neptune doesn't really see clearly. It's like there's always this blurred vision. It's like everything looks very dreamy. And now with that square to the galactic center, we are like, okay, what if I take off these glasses? What could I see then? Well, give it a try. Give it a try. So that's it from me for today. I will speak to you again next week. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.